Hey guys, welcome to Xbox On and Deals of the Week, where we highlight some of the best deals you can get on games for your Xbox One with Xbox Live Gold. Let's take a look at a few of the discounts out this week. Wow! If you've been looking for an action-packed and intense RPG to sink your teeth into, I would definitely recommend picking up Monster Hunter World this week with an awesome 50% off. You play as a human hunter, a member of the 5th Fleet, tasked to visit the mysterious new world and assist the researchers by bringing them samples of the incredible beasts that roam the lands. Tracking, luring, and taking them down are your main tasks, with a whole bunch of tools and tactics at your disposal. The combat involves a variety of weapons that you can switch between at any time, and they can take a lot of time to practice and master. The learning curve is notoriously high, especially if you're looking for optimal DPS, but the gameplay is so fun that it doesn't feel painful to learn. There are also loads of resources online to help you out due to the game's incredibly helpful fanbase, so if you're stuck on the intricacies of a weapon, there'll always be someone in the know online who can help you out. You'll head out on research missions to find specific monsters, or just to figure out what's going on in the area. The beasts you trap or kill will sometimes drop powerful and rare materials that you'll need to craft new sets of gear and weapons. The crafting system is very robust, with each gear set offering different combinations for buffs to your gameplay, and each being suitable for different environments and encounters. This is the sort of game where you'll need to continue finding and trapping monsters to farm and grind for materials, so having different sets of gear is essential, and before you know it, you'll have a huge laundry list of items you want to create. And that's before we go into Fashion Hunter. The monsters themselves are all really unique and incredible to witness, from the fearsome Rathalos to the majestic Lunastra. The combat and hunts never feel boring. It all looks very pretty on the One X console with those Xbox One X enhancements. Online play is also very fun. If you're setting off on a hunt, you can fire up a flare to summon help, and other players can come in and join you if they're also trying to hunt the same monster. You can open your party to friends or to clan members to coordinate hunting efforts. And how can I forget the adorable Palico companion that travels along beside you, bringing you vital healing and other help when you really need it. If you skip the Palico chef or safari cutscenes, it's safe to say that you might be the real monster here. A huge new expansion has just been announced to drop late next year, so it seems now is the perfect time to grab this deal and get up to speed on what was personally one of my favourite games of 2018. Battlefield is one of the biggest and best FPS games out there, and this month you can grab the Battlefield Anniversary Bundle with a huge 80% off. The bundle includes 3 games and their DLCs, Battlefield 1 Revolution, Battlefield 4 Premium Edition, and Battlefield Hardline Ultimate Edition. With Battlefield 4, you can play the single-player campaign mission, set during the fictional War of 2020, where you'll need to stop Admiral Chang and his plans to overthrow the Chinese government and cause international political chaos. Or you could play the highly rated multiplayer mode in the format you're probably already familiar with, large-scale 64-player combat set in large, modern cities and the vehicles and weapons to match. Hardline is a slight breakaway from the traditional military setting, bringing more of a cops and robbers, cats and mouse game to the franchise. Fresh game modes like Heist, Blood Money, Hotwire, Rescue, and Crosshair inject some excitement into the game, and the Levolution mechanic that was introduced in Battlefield 4 also features, with the multiplayer map evolving over the course of the game and changing the flow of the map. There's a story mode you can jump into based around a Miami drug war and played via episodes with choices that affect the outcomes. Battlefield 1 is the more recent release in the bundle, bringing historical World War I battles to you with more toned-down gameplay without the gadgets and the technologies of more modern games. The boots to the ground approach was refreshing, and the game is still very enjoyable with an active player base. Battlefield 1 also showcases the true power of the Xbox One X and stunning 4K HDR Xbox One X enhanced graphics. All in all, 3 major games for a low price point. This bundle is a very nice deal this week. Divinity Original Sin is the critically acclaimed RPG showcasing incredible depth, personality, and complexity. This one is for the hardcore amongst us, so don't expect to leave Divinity Original Sin before losing a couple hundred hours, the ability to play any other games, or shower. With Divinity Original Sin 2, a recent release on Xbox One, now's the perfect time to indulge yourself in the original game before hopping onto another adventure. You'll be playing as 2 source hunters, either in single player, controlling them both, or in co-op mode, where each player will control a hunter, and through turn-based combat and dialogue that has a real impact on your story, you'll navigate through this rich universe. Hunters are members of an organization that's dedicated to eradicating dangerous types of magic known as Source, with the adepts being known as sorcerers. See what they did there? The game begins with what at first seems like a simple murder, but soon unravels into a grand adventure with a plethora of quests, encountering diverse characters, magical polymorphs, and some truly intense boss fights. Divinity is one of the most complex games we've played, with an enormous amount of information to absorb, but the excellent work of Larian Studios has allowed this game to play seamlessly on the Xbox. Divinity promises to deliver hours of twisting narrative with some excellent comedic moments, and with 75% off, you can be sure to get your money's worth this week with deals with gold.
City's full of undead, hungry and out for blood. But you're supposed to investigate that murder, ain't you?
Mega Man is one of those characters you see everywhere, a classic and familiar face in gaming. But have you actually played a Mega Man game? Here's your chance if you haven't, with the Legacy Collection 1 and 2 combo pack on sale with a huge 50% off this week. The series is about a tiny android boy called Rock who is converted to a no less adorable fighting robot who must help defend the world from the treacherous Dr. Wily and his robot threats. You will jump and shoot your way through the levels with your trusty Mega Buster cannon before taking on the robot bosses and gaining their special weapon upon defeat. The nice thing about Mega Man is the way you can choose which boss to fight and when, so if you get stuck, you can always come back to it later when you have a more suitable weapon to take them on with. The collection includes games 1 to 10 from the Mega Man series, plus a bunch of extra challenges and new content like online leaderboards and rare illustrations from the series. It's a true classic pixel platformer with 8-bit style and limited colouring. The graphics have been given a bit of an HD finish to leave the sprites with a crisp look and a lemon fresh scent. I might have imagined the scent. Working your way up from 1 to 10 is like time travelling, with 23 years between the 1st and the 10th. It's pretty cool to see the series progress as you play. Mirror's Edge Catalyst is 75% off this week, an action-adventure parkour experience developed by EA. You'll play as Faith Connors, who was recently released from prison, but turns straight back into the life of crime and accidentally causes a lot more trouble than she was expecting. She uncovers information about a top-secret project known as Reflection, and takes it upon herself, assisted by a group of free-running friends, to stop this project and the government from taking total control over the population. Catalyst is a prequel to the original Mirror's Edge game and offers new open-world experience that puts your free-running skills to the test. The first-person parkour is a very interesting way to experience the game. It really throws you into the environment, sometimes quite literally, and it helps to give you a sense of the disorientation you might be feeling if you were wall running and being turned upside down. You can utilize the parkour aspects during combat to help you evade or fight your foes in creative ways before punching them in the face. There aren't any guns in Catalyst, so it's melee combat only. If you're putting off the main story, there are a ton of side quests to explore, so you'll always have something to occupy you in the City of Glass.
What is that? That is your future.
Those are our picks of the deals you can grab this week with Xbox Live Gold. There are new deals every Tuesday, so check back next week for more, and we'll leave a link in the description to the full list of deals. Don't forget to catch us on mixer.com/xboxon every weekday for fun streams and the chance to win some ace prizes in the run-up to Christmas. Leave us a sub if you enjoy the content. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye!